All right. Isn't it great when things don't go the way you'd like? Good morning, everybody. So, yes, we are starting a little bit late. I do apologize for that. Technical difficulties, but we are here. Yay! Success. All right. So you ready? 3, 2, and 1. We are live. All right. So today we are going to be talking about meditation, breath work, allowing yourself movement. And the idea around this is when growing up in my life, I had dealt with a lot of overwhelm, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of not good enough, a lot of all the negative thinking and limiting beliefs. And so I have spent my life learning these tools through personal development, through education, through trial and error, through coaching, through therapy, you name it. It's been thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and thousands of hours. However, that's what I'm here for. I feel like that's been the mission that God gave me, and I'm on it. So today we're going to practice allowing some of that to be released, but through meditation. Now, you could call it meditation, you could call it prayer. I'm doing the same thing. I will be using prayer. You can also call it self-hypnosis, because that is what we do. Whether we're in meditation or whether we're in prayer, we're allowing ourselves to practice different habits. We want these positive habits to wash over us, and we want the negative habits to be released. So self-hypnosis, if you think about it, is just meditation with a goal of change. I've always said that. I've even had people that I've attended their groups and they've taken it and they've run with that concept because they liked it. So think about when you meditate on something and you focus and meditate and focus and meditate, you are reinforcing it, even if it's negative. But if you then take whatever it is you want to meditate on, that moves you in the direction that you want, it moves you in that direction because it's retraining and reprogramming. And as you're doing that, that new information seeps into your subconscious mind because you're allowing it in. It's passing that critical factor. And then the old stuff sees, oh, well, I can let that go because this makes way more sense. And I don't have to hold on to that. I thought that protected me, but this new stuff is what I can see brings in. So that's a very simplified explanation of it, but that's how I like to explain it because that makes so much more sense to people. And then they're not like, oh my gosh, self-hypnosis, that's scary, or that's about mind control, or that's about letting somebody into my brain. And guys, we're letting people in our brains all the time. We want to make sure that we're doing it with intention. Like, yeah, I want that information in. Nope, I'm not allowing that information in. Or I see that information I allowed in. I need to clean that out, and to not leave a void, I need to bring this in to create the changes in my life that I want, to create the changes in my thinking, to declutter my mind, to clear out my heart, to release things that have been hanging on and blocking me, creating overwhelm, creating limiting beliefs, creating experiences in our relationships that we don't want, creating experiences in our business that we don't want. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want you to allow yourself to just relax. You're going to be able to hear everything that I'm saying. If you're driving, you need to keep your eyes open, pay attention. You can do the breath work, but because part of some of this is about relaxation, it's not a good idea to do while you're driving. So if you want to pull over, cool beans. All right. So go ahead, take a drink of water. You will be doing some breath work, right? Now, it's a good idea to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Now, I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth just because it just works better for me that way. But you'll see sometimes I switch it up because I will try to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, but eventually it starts to get kind of stuffy. So then you'll see me switch. But whatever works for you is fine. Now I'm also going to be moving my arms up and down because that gets the activation going in your body, gets your blood flowing, gets your heart going. This is really great for morning routines or anytime you're feeling sleepy, by the way. So it doesn't just help with anxiety and overwhelm relief and kind of decluttering. It also helps to bring your body that, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling so much more awake, right? Now, one thing I want you to be mindful of is when you're breathing in, right? The faster you breathe, the more you're feeling like, ooh, I'm getting in this deep breath, but I don't want you to pant. I still want you to have a full breath. So I'll give an example. not this. This. So if you want to do that quickly, you can. But you can also do it slower. The quicker you do it, obviously, the more lightheaded you'll feel. If you need to allow yourself to sit back or lay down or have your hands rested, whatever's fine for you. If you notice yourself feeling dizzy and you want to have your head back while you do this, that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It just means you're getting an overwhelm of oxygen. So you're getting a positive overwhelm. All right, cool beans. So allow yourself to take in a nice deep breath. We're getting started. And as we do this, you're going to see me raising my hands up and down. So you can do this with me, right? Do it with your eyes opened or closed. And now keep your breath. You can go faster or slow, depending on what's up for you. Just allow yourself to breathe in peace. Think of any place that's beautiful that you've ever been. Nature. Some people are like, nope, my bed. If it's in your bed, that's great. If it's out in nature, that's great. If your arms get tired, by the way, you can take a break with them. And then you can bring them out. Continue to imagine that beautiful place and continue to breathe. Fill up your belly, breathing out. When you're ready, you'll take a break with your arms. And I'm going to pick up the pace of my breath. You can keep it as you're doing. And as you're noticing this beautiful place, think about the wind touching your face, whether it's just light and it's a soft breeze, or whether it's glowing and you feel your hair blowing back in the wind. Notice the animals, whether it's the ducks quacking or whether it's the birds flowing by, or at the beach, whether it's the seagulls and you hear them off in the wind, far away, and you hear the trees breathing in. Now you'll notice I'm breathing faster. I do feel a little bit more light. And so if you need to breathe in a little bit slower, that's absolutely fine. Whatever feels good for you, what feels right. Slow. All the way into your belly and then all the way out, or fast, same thing. All the way into your belly and all the way out. I'm going to start my arms again. Noticing the warmth of the sun on your skin and on your body. If you're in your room, lying in bed, doing the same thing, you can do it sitting or lying, just feeling that warm blanket on you. You might notice yourself getting warmer, so you might even need to kick it off. Breathing in, I am going to have a beautiful day today. I am creating a beautiful day today. I am breathing love and light into my body. I'm breathing clarity and focus. And as I do, overwhelm is released. If you notice yourself feeling a little bit more of a head pressure, and it begins to feel almost like a headache, you can slow it down. Or if you notice it feels almost like a headache, but it's really not, then you can allow yourself to keep going, but check in listen to your body, notice your body, right? You can slow it down, and that will change the pressure. Whichever is good for you. And you could do both. Notice I was doing fast, and now I'm doing slow. And notice as I'm talking in between, that actually has me slow it down even more and breathe out even more. And notice that I switched my arms so everything is right. You're just allowing yourself movement. You're allowing yourself to feel good. You're allowing your body to flow. You're also allowing not just blood flow, but lymph flow. Lymph is what helps your body to clear out any of the toxins. And so any place you bend, so like armpits, wrists, neck, ankles, knees, hips, groin. We also have them in other parts of our body too, but definitely the bendy parts is what helps that circulation to happen. Like your heart pumps and the blood flows. Well, with the lymph system, it's pretty still. But when you squeeze those little, they're like itty bitty little kidney size little balls, not really balls, they're of shape. But you'll feel them sometimes. If you feel they get kind of swollen, that's your lymph. And so as you're moving, you're putting compression on the lymphs of your body. And even you might not think about it, but as you're holding yourself, you're moving your groin. And so that actually helps them to be squeezed as well. You're just not thinking about it. You may notice you're holding yourself up with your feet and you change positions and you shift your ankles, that squishes it there. So there's different parts that you're doing under the armpit here, the neck here, well, and here. You can also allow yourself to do stretches with your neck as you're doing this process. It's just about moving. Notice how easy it is. Notice how energized you're feeling. And notice as you've been going through this the whole time, where are your thoughts? Your thoughts are on moving your arms. Your thoughts are on breathing. Your thoughts are on that beautiful place, noticing the breeze blowing back your hair, caressing your face, just like God reminding you, you are loved, you are cared about. And if you don't use the term God and you use the term universe, I use the term God because I believe that God is loving us and caring for us and gives us this earth to care for, gives us this body to care for. And you can even give yourself a great big hug that squeezes those limbs as well, but also says, hey, you're doing a great job. So allowing yourself to continue to do that movement. And if you want to, you can even jump up, depending on where you're at, or laying down, and you could bring your knees up as well, right? And that, again, creates a different flow. And so you can allow yourself to add to it. Beautiful stuff, right? So you can allow yourself to do that. You can also roll your ankles. You can bring out your legs. And all of that's getting your body moving and flowing. All right. Last couple minutes. Allow yourself to notice this most beautiful place as you're looking around. Seeing all the things that are around, seeing the soft sand, the beautiful waters, or if you're in your bed, you're noticing the squishy blankets, the squishy pillows, how it supports you, whatever this beautiful place is. I've even imagined being on the rings of Mars just because I can. It's the palms. As I'm walking, I can hear, I'm making this stuff up, by the way. As I'm walking on the rings, I hear it kind of like it feels sort of like a bounce, like a bridge. And I hear the sound of woo, woo, like a boing, boing, boing. And so you can make your beautiful place to be whatever it is you want. And just notice, is it quiet? Just you. Is the breeze enough that you hear the trees? You hear the birds? You hear the ocean? Breathe all of that in. Breathe that peace into your nervous system. Notice how you can do whatever you like with your arms. If you want, you can shift it up if your arms are tired. If you want, you can keep your breath fast. Even slow it down like I'm doing now. Just giving yourself that opportunity to feel so good. And notice this whole time, as you've been breathing in peace, as you've been allowing tranquility to flow over your body, as you've been bringing movement and allowing that cleansing to happen, your body's been breathing in life. Your body's been clearing out. Your body's been squishing the lymph system nodules to flow. You've been getting more oxygen into your brain and your organs, which helps the body to heal. This little bit of time, you've been allowing so much to happen. And as that happens, it relieves anxiety, because anxiety comes from an experience of not feeling safe. And you've been bringing safety and health and love into your body. And so allow yourself to notice how simple that was, how easy that was, and just notice I'm moving my wrists. Not that you have to, but I do, because that's more of the lymph that you're squishing there. Plus it gets you some range of motion into your wrist. So you could do whatever it is you like with any movement that you have. And so I'm gonna also allow myself to do some neck stretches, because I could feel some tension there. And now I also feel it into my back. And as we bring this to a close, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit, but not a lot, because we're going to keep that flow going. Your heartbeat is going, your metabolism is up, your body's feeling good. If you added your legs and your feet to it, your whole body has been feeling better, whether you're laying down, sitting up, standing, it doesn't matter. You've given this to your body. You've given yourself this gift. And as you allowed yourself to visualize this beautiful space, as you allowed yourself to feel kinesthetically the feelings of how your body feels inside, and imagining this beautiful place and what it feels like outside, and how you're seeing those things, visualizing those things as you're breathing in, smelling, tasting the air, even if you didn't notice. All of your muscles alive and awake that you've been moving around. Forgiveness. Remove the overwhelm, remove the stress, remove the anxiety. You brought all of that into your body. This is a beautiful practice. And I hope you allow yourself to do something like this each and every day, because it helps you to have that stress relief. It helps you to bring in that inner calm. It helps you to clear your mind. And it also helps you with all of these wonderful health aspects that I've been telling you about. In a matter of 10 minutes, actually less. The moment you start is the moment it starts. You also helped your nervous system to relax and have fun. And so what you did is you created a program into your body of, hey, this can feel really good. Now you just did it once, but you repeated it second after 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 second. So now, because you kept doing it for that many seconds, right? And then you did it, you continued. There was a minute, right? 60 seconds, and then 120. And so now it is stacked on these behaviors. And so your subconscious mind goes, oh, look, that was easy. I can do that every day. Huh. You can do that anytime you begin to feel overwhelmed, anytime you begin to feel stressed, anytime you start to feel confused or uncertain. You can allow yourself to practice that. Just do a couple. Imagining that beautiful place. Imagining walking on the beach, hearing the ocean, or imagining even being in my bed, feeling relaxed. Whew, I feel more oxygen in my body. Whew, I feel my heat rising. My body feels awake and alive. All right, cool. I'm ready to think even clearer. Just like that. So I hope today really helped you. And if you didn't have time to practice with it, come back and watch the replay and literally practice with it. So then you can get down what works for you. You can notice I like to breathe slow first, and then I like to breathe fast, and then slow, and then fast, or I like to breathe fast the whole time. Whatever works for you, give yourself that space to do it. And just know, if you're like, I really like this, but I need some help and guidance, that's what I'm here for. I help my clients get through the process of releasing negative thinking through many things, through breathwork, through movement, through ways of thinking, releasing negative thought. And when we're able to do that, it releases the anxiety. Because again, unless it's a clinical anxiety that's coming from a chemical experience only, a lot of our concerns and our worries comes from our thinking. And when we can learn to reprogram our thinking, like we did today, it wasn't magic. It wasn't me controlling your mind. It was you controlling your mind by choosing to do the activities with me and put your mind on a healthy pattern, a healthy program. Think of all the beautiful things that God's putting into your body of oxygen, all the ways you were created to move that lymph system, to move that blood flow, all the things that you can do with imagination in your mind, imagining beautiful things instead of frightening what ifs. You did that. High five. And that's how you do it. But we often don't know how, and we often need support. I did not learn this by myself. It didn't come to me just because. It came to me because of the work that I've been doing. It came to me because I searched and searched and searched and searched. And so I take what I've learned and I give it to you. I hope all of this has supported you and guided you. And if you'd like more support, reach out to me. And you have all of my recordings here on Facebook. You can look back over the years. They are all of value. It's like getting free support. So if you're like, it's not something that I can afford, then no excuses. Use those tools. You can still change your life. And I'm here every Wednesday. So if you have questions, then ask me. And I'll be able to answer those questions on the live just for you. And it may even create the whole topic being on that topic, because a lot of people also need to know information about it. All right, you guys, bring it in. Final big breath, final big squeeze. Hugs are so important. They feel really good. They also help the lymph system to squeeze those lymph nodes. And they also help you to feel loved and cared for and held. Even if it's you holding you, you feel held. It's really good. Give yourself a hug, and if you're not feeling it from you, then imagine it from me. And know that you're loved. All right, you guys, you take care of you. And just so you know, the next 2 weeks, this will be the first time in like years. The next 2 weeks, I'm going to be going to Austin, Texas. I'm going to be driving. And so I'll be here next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that, I won't be, because Wednesday night we leave and we're going to be driving, and we are going to be getting a medical procedure. Mine for my neck, it'll be a shot. It's a stem cell shot. And then my husband's going to be getting an IV version because his whole spine is shot. So yeah, the shots are supposed to help regenerate, and that's what we need. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you next week, but the week after I'll be missing you guys. So let me know what questions you have for next week so I can make sure to get them all addressed for you. And what I'll do is I'll have a recording for the following week, so you guys will at least have the support that you are used to looking forward to. All right, you take care of you. Ciao for now. Mwah.